on Election Street.
Lee Majors and Maisie Wagner are both bionic and are heading for a showdown. Our next film at 1:10. This is LWT.
Good afternoon. Thousands of demonstrators are expected to return to the streets of Belgrade this afternoon at the funeral of an anti-government protester. Opposition parties have urged their supporters to turn out in force. Fernando reports.
It had been a day of celebration, opposition leaders jubilant when international mediators announced President Milosevic was wrong to annul recent elections. And they urged people to attend the funeral today of Predrag Starčević. He died after being severely beaten by police on Christmas Eve. But later, as riot police flooded the streets of Belgrade, people started getting hurt. One group of policemen in plain clothes and armed with batons began beating people and then those who were filming them. One local cameraman needed stitches to a head wound.
I was just filming there and saw the guy with a big bat. I never saw such a bat.
Also injured was an ITN cameraman on the scene. His camera smashed beyond repair. The people have demonstrated in large numbers every day since the disputed elections in November. Today, though, there is a funeral to attend. It's due to begin in half an hour. Many thousands are expected, and after a night of violence, they will be angry. Fernando, ITN.
Cardinal Basil Hume, the head of the Roman Catholic Church in England and Wales, has launched a strong attack on what he calls the great evil of abortion. Anti-abortion campaigners are hoping to make it a high-profile issue in the general election. It's our political correspondent Tom Bradby.
Abortion appears to be edging on to the election agenda. Already a pro-life group has said it will field enough candidates to get a party political broadcast, in which it plans to use medical footage of an abortion. Now Cardinal Hume has made his most forthright comments yet.
I am quite convinced that abortion is the great evil in our society, and really unworthy of a civilized society. One has to ask all kinds of questions about it, and I think what we need to explore is why people want to have their child aborted.
Anti-abortion groups have welcomed his comments.
I welcome church leaders who speak out very clearly and give us messages, because it is a question of right and wrong.
Pro-choice groups say these comments will simply put greater pressure on women.
It puts pressure on women when the stressful times when they're trying to make up their minds whether to have an abortion or not. I don't think it makes any difference to the decisions they make.
Groups supporting a woman's right to choose say their opponents may be standing in the election, but polling evidence suggests they'll make no real impact. But pro-life groups say if the number of abortions is reduced next year, then they'll have achieved something. Tom Bradby, ITN, Westminster.
British consular officials in Saudi Arabia are trying to arrange to visit the two British nurses accused of murder. If they're found guilty of killing Yvonne Guildford, Lucille McLaughlin and Deborah Parry could be publicly executed. Helen Wright reports.
It's 6 days since British diplomats last visited the two women, and they're hoping permission to see them again will be granted today. Lucille McLaughlin and Deborah Parry have been in police custody since they were charged with the murder of a colleague. Yvonne Guildford's body was found at the medical complex where they all worked. The 55-year-old had been stabbed, battered with a hammer and smothered. Under strict Saudi law, the women face public execution if convicted, and consular officials say when they see the nurses, they'll try to help them find lawyers.
We've been in touch with lawyers here to see whether there be any lawyers willing to represent them. When we speak to them, hopefully they will give us instructions who to appoint for them, but it's up to them to appoint lawyers. We can't do that for them.
Lucille McLaughlin's distraught parents are also keen to secure the best legal advice for their daughter. They plan to fly out to Dhahran as soon as they get assurances they'll be able to see her. Helen Wright, ITN.
Police have arrested 3 suspected terrorists outside the Japanese ambassador's home in Lima. The 2 women and 1 man are thought to have links with the left-wing guerrillas who stormed the building almost 2 weeks ago. Cricket, and England's bowlers have taken 2 wickets this morning in the 3rd day of the second test in Zimbabwe. Darren Gough claimed the first wicket of the day. David Houghton caught down the leg side by the wicketkeeper Alex Stewart. Zimbabwe are chasing England's first innings total of 156. A few minutes ago, they were on 153 for 6. That's it. I'll be back with the latest news and sport at 4:45. Bye for now.
afternoon. That's how things look outside our studio at the moment. You may not be able to see the River Thames and St Paul's from your window, but you probably can see some blue sky. It's a fairly bright day across most of Britain today. One or two thicker patches of cloud in the north and east, producing light wintry showers, and some thicker cloud for a while across southwestern parts, but that's breaking up, most of us seeing some sunshine this afternoon. Mind you, even with some sunshine, it's not very warm, really cold in the south, temperatures around 2 or 3. Further north, a little higher, perhaps 5 or 6 at best. But when you add on the effect of the wind, especially in the south where the winds are fairly fresh, it feels even colder, the wind chill effect very severe indeed. Tonight, more wintry showers for the north and east, clear and frosty elsewhere.
Power gen, generating electricity whatever the weather.